everyone. Right, for this session you're going to need your yoga block. We're just going to stretch down towards the mat. Shoulders are back, knees and feet are in line with your hips, toes are facing forward and keeping your core muscles engaged. Let's curl down slowly, starting from your head. A nice deep breath, inhale and then exhale as you curl down slowly, one vertebrae at a time, all the way, pushing your block down to your mat, placing it on its side, and then try to push your hands flat into the side of your block, dropping your head, softening your knees, stretching it out, and then grabbing hold of the block. Let's twist all the way to one side, placing it next to the foot, parallel with your foot, and then again, if you can, keeping the legs straight, pushing both hands down into the block, dropping your head, stretching it out there, and let's twist to the other side. Same thing, next to the foot, pushing both hands down, stretch it out, hold. Good, and then back to center, grab hold, inhale and exhale as you curl up, engaging your core, stacking your spine, standing up nice and tall. Let's roll out the shoulders. Right, we're going to stretch one arm across and then look to the opposite direction, stretching it out. Other arm. Good, and bring it down. Right, we're going to stretch down towards the mat again. Make sure that you have enough space in front of you because we're going to roll the block all the way to the front until we're in a plank position. So same thing, starting from your head, a nice deep breath, inhale, and then exhale as you curl down again slowly. And bringing your block onto its side, hands going flat, stretching it out again. And we're going to push the block forward, so line it flat. And then hands going down into your block again, stretching it out. Good, and then forward again onto its side, hands are flat. Drop your head, stretch, legs are straight, soften the knees. And again, forward, hands are flat. Try not to lift your heels, stretching it out. And up onto its side again, so we're rolling it one step at a time. And then the last one, controlling it, so concentrate on your core. Don't let it drop forward. Go slowly, hands are flat. Feet are flat, and then you're going to take a step back, not too far back, and we're going to push the pelvis up towards the ceiling. So as if you want to touch the ceiling with your tailbone, with the end of your tailbone, stretching it out. Your ears are going to come between your arms, and your spine is nice and long. Flatten your heels, stretch and hold it there. Good, and then slowly bring it forward and down onto the knees. Right, make sure that you now have enough space behind you for the legs to extend into your plank position. You're starting with your hands on your block and make sure that they're directly under the shoulders. So your block should be underneath your chest, not to the front of you, and your knees also under the hips. And then from here we're going into the plank, one leg at a time. Tuck those toes under for support. And your body is nice and long, keeping it strong. Your neck is nice and long, so your ears are away from your shoulders. And nice deep breaths. Keeping it here, strengthening your whole body. Even the legs are working, and especially the inner core muscles. Good. Try to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly bringing the knees in. You're just going to curl out the spine, so dropping your head, rounding your back, tuck in your tailbone, stretching it out, opening up all the vertebrae. And then we're going to arch the spine, so complete opposite, lifting the head, tilting the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Good, and then one more each way, so round, open the vertebrae, especially the lower back, pushing it up towards the ceiling. And then arching, so complete opposite. stretch. Good, and then straighten it out, neck is straight, and we're going again into the plank. And then from here, you're going to take one hand off of the block and place it next to the block. And then you're going to bend the elbows in towards you and then straighten. Placing that hand back on the block to the other side, out. Bend the elbows in and then straighten. And back and out. Elbows coming in and straighten. Back to center. To the other side. Bend them in. Straighten. Back. Good. Let's do one more to each side. Out. Bend the elbows in. Straighten. And back. Last one. Bring it out. Bend them in. Straighten. And center. The hands are under the shoulders. Nice deep breaths. Keep it there. And then slowly bring the knees in. Good. And let's curl the spine. Pulling back into shell stretch. Let's roll out the wrists. Nice deep breath. Good. And we're going to slide up into a seated position. And let's bring the legs out to the front of you. Shifting all the way forward to the front of your mat. You're going to grab hold of your block and let's extend the legs. Flatten together. Straighten your spine. Shoulders are pulling back. Leaving your block here, we're going to stretch out the arms. So one arm pulling across. Turning your head to the opposite direction. Then the other arm. Nice deep breaths. Breathe freely. And bring it down. Right. Leaving your block just next to your side for now. We're going to stretch forward. So starting from your head, a nice deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale through your spine, one vertebrae at a time, pushing your upper body all the way forward. Reach for your toes, drop your head. Good, and then let's flex both feet, stretching it out, holding it here. Inhale and exhale, curling up, engaging the core. Straighten up nice and tall. Right, bend the knees up. You're going to grab hold of your block and we're going to place it between the knees. You're going to give it a nice tight squeeze. So you're going to keep all the inner thigh muscles engaged all the way from your hips. So keep those legs squeezing together. Extend out the arms, straighten up. Inhale. And then exhale as you curl down. Just until you feel your lower back touching your mat. Hold it there. Keep it steady. Squeeze that block. Your fingertips should be hovering above your knees. Arms are extended. Shoulders are back. Nice deep breaths. Keep it there. Keep it squeezed. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Inhale. And then exhale as you roll up. Straighten up nice and tall. Keep the arms extended. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go again. Just about halfway down to your mat. We're holding it there. So your lower back is touching. Inner core muscles are working. Let's rest the hands onto the chest. So cross them over and resting the hands just below the shoulders. Squeezing in that block and just keep it steady. Good. Deepening the core. Feet are glued to the mat. Hold it here. Let's hold for 5, 4. Keep it squeezed. 3, 2, and 1. Extend out. Inhale and exhale, curling up. Good. Just relaxing the arms. Let's roll out the shoulders and changing direction. Straighten up the spine again. Keep that block squeezed. Arms are extending. Inhale and exhale. Same thing. Just until lower back touches. Let's fold the arms over again. And we're going to just twist out to one side and then drop 2 centimeters down. As you lift back to where you were, twist back to center. And turning out to the other side and dropping down. And then inhale, center, keeping that block squeezed all the time. And exhale, twisting down. Inhale, lift and center. Exhale, twisting down. Keep it squeezed all the way from the hips. Inhale, back and center. Good, let's do 2 more. Down and lift. Last one. Down and lift. Arms extending. Inhale and exhale. Curling up. Straighten up nice and tall. Good. We're going to take the block and we're going to leave it next to your side. Make sure that you have enough space behind you. Let's curl down, starting with the arms extended. A nice deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale as we go all the way down. Going 1 vertebrae at a time. So concentrating on your core. Don't drop down. Slowly. Good. Place your hands next to your side. Slide your feet towards you. And just relax. Nice deep breaths. Right, we're going to grab hold of the block. And we're going to place it between the knees again. Make sure that each foot is about a flat hand's width away from you. So measure that nicely. We're going to do a pelvic lift. So your arms are going to stay resting next to your sides, relaxing the shoulders. Make sure that they're staying extended and not too wide. So they're right here next to you. And then let's start from the tailbone. So the lower back is going to push down into your mat. And then you're curling the spine from the tailbone and then peeling it off of the mat 1 vertebrae at a time. Until it's completely lifted. And we're going to do small pulses with your block. So you're going to give it small squeezes. So squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. And just keep going. Your hips are steady, they're staying lifted as if they're being pulled up towards the ceiling. And then squeezing from the hips. Squeeze, release, squeeze, and just keep going. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4, 3 more, 2 more, and last one. Keep it squeezed, nice and tight. Lift your pelvis higher, hold it there, keep it steady. Nice deep breaths. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly curling down into your mat, 1 vertebrae at a time. So you're rolling down the lower back, pushing into your mat. Your tailbone is the last bone to touch. And then just relax. Nice deep breaths. Right, we're going to go again. So slowly lifting, so curling that lower back into the mat and then peeling from the tailbone slowly off of the mat all the way until it's completely lifted. Right, we're going to drop the pelvis just 2 centimeters down and then lift and give the block a nice tight squeeze. Dropping down, releasing the block, but don't let it fall. And then lift and squeezing the thighs together. Inhale down and exhale, lift, squeeze. And just keep going. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Shoulders should be relaxed. Your neck should be straight, so you're facing the ceiling. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Nice tight squeeze. Good, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. And last one, lift the pelvis. Keep the block squeezed, nice and tight, steady. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly curling down Good, lower back is burning, hips are burning, and just relax. You can hug your knees up towards your chest. So we're going to bring them in, grabbing hold of the block. You can cross the feet over, and then using your block to pull the knees up towards the chest. Let's roll from side to side. Nice deep breath. Good. Right, we're going to take your block and you're going to place it between your feet. And engaging the inner core muscles, let's extend the legs straight up to the ceiling all the way. Good. Hold it there. Keeping the arms next to your sides, or you can extend them for more balance and more support. Palms facing the ceiling. And we're going to flex both feet. And then you're going to point. Good. Legs are straight, so stretching them out. They should be burning. Flex and point. Relax the shoulders. Let your tummy muscles do all the work. Your core muscles are burning. Flex and point. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Let's do 3 more. 3. Point. 2. Point. Last one. Keep the feet flexed. Hold it there. Relax the shoulders. Use your inner core. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it in and down onto the mat. Nice deep breath. Right, we're going to place your hands under your head for support and keeping those elbows nice and wide. So when you lift, you're not using your arms to pull you in. Make sure you're always concentrating on the core, and your chin is going to stay away from your chest so that you're not curling your neck. You're rather facing the ceiling and keeping your chest open so that you're lifting up and out towards the ceiling. Right, engaging the inner core muscles. Your block is going to stay between your feet. We're going to lift those legs into tabletop position and then lifting head, neck and shoulders. So your head, neck and shoulders are going to stay here, keeping it hovering, and let's extend the legs nice and high, stretching them up again, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to flex and point, and flex and point. Right, this time as you flex, you're going to lift head, neck and shoulders 2 centimeters higher, point, just dropping to where you were. So you're not dropping all the way down. Your shoulders are staying away from your mat. And exhale, flex as you lift. Inhale, point, coming down. Exhale, flex and lift. Inhale, point. Good. Straighten those legs. Keep going. Flex and point. Right, this time, as you flex, you're going to lift head, neck and shoulders, and we're going to drop the legs, keeping them straight, just to 45 degrees, point, and then we're going to bring up the legs, and then drop the head, neck and shoulders 2 centimeters down. Flex, legs go down, crunching up, deepen the core, legs are straight, point, and then as the legs come up, head, neck and shoulders go down. Flex and lift, and point, and down. Good, so it's a controlled movement, lifting as legs go down, point, and down with head, neck and shoulders. Flex, crunching up, and point. Let's go down. Let's do one more. Flex, keeping it there. Head, neck and shoulders are lifted, legs are extending 45 degrees. Flex the feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's point, lift, 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 and then bring it down slowly. Hug it in, just roll from side to side. Nice deep breath. Right, bringing one foot onto the mat, the opposite foot extending up towards the ceiling. You're going to grab hold of the block behind the leg lift your head, neck and shoulders. So your tummy muscles are working again, and you're going to slide the block up just as high as it can go, keeping the legs straight. So as you pull the block up, your leg should be coming towards you, and then you're going to bend the elbows, so pulling the leg in. A little bit higher if you can. Good, straighten the leg, pull it in, and let's flex the foot. Good, stretching it out, holding it there. And then let's swap it around. The opposite leg, extend, slide the block up, all the way if you can, flex and pull. It should be burning. Good, hold it there. And then let's slowly bring it in. Right, we're going to leave our block next to our side. You're going to stay lifted with head, neck and shoulders. Bring both knees in, grab hold underneath. You can wrap your feet across. Curl your body into a ball. So tuck in your chin. And then using your core muscles, you're going to roll up. First roll slightly back and then all the way up into a seated position. Legs are extending. Good, keeping them flat, keeping them together. Straighten your spine, so engaging the core. Shoulders are back. Let's stretch forward. Start from your head, inhale, and then exhale slowly. Out to the front. Reach for your toes. Drop your head. Let's flex the feet. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale, curling up. Straighten up all the way. Right, we're going to bend the knees out to the sides, pulling your feet together, placing them together. Grab hold of the ankles. And let's try to bring those feet a little bit closer towards you. And then you're going to push the knees down using your elbows, stretching it out, holding it there. Good, and then straighten up. Grab hold of the ankles, straighten up the spine, and let's just lean back. Stretching it out, your shoulders are pulling. Keep breathing, nice deep breath. Good, and then let's lift. Right, we're going to stretch the legs apart as wide as they can go. Keeping them flat, inner thighs are pulling. Let's stretch those muscles. And then flexing both feet, hands on the mat. Let's walk it forward. All the way. Dropping your head. A little bit further if you can. And then let's push the elbows down into the mat. Stretch it out, hold it there, keep breathing. Good, and then let's walk it back. Stacking your spine. Straighten up nice and tall. Legs extending forward. Right. You're going to place one leg over the other. And we're going to stretch to the front again. Go slowly from your head. Inhale. And exhale all the way. Opening up all the vertebrae. Dropping your head. Reaching for your toes again. Try to bring your forehead down onto your knee. Stretch it out. Inhale. And exhale. Curl up. Engage your core. Stack your spine. Right, swap the legs around. Same thing. Inhale. And exhale. All the way. Reach for your toes. Drop your head. Hold it there. Inhale. And exhale. Curling up. Stack your spine. Nice and tall. Right, both legs flat. Let's roll out the shoulders. Nice big circles. Let's spread the legs slightly and let's roll out the ankles. Nice big circles. Change direction. And there we go. Well done. Thank you.